Hello viewing several. We're back again with more music. A bit late to the game, as this album came out a good 2 weeks ago now, but better late than. Cue the thing.
I'm 37. What? I'm 37, I'm not old.
So, today I'll be reacting to Ren's latest release, the full album Sick Boy. Now, like most people I think, apart from the people who got to see him, in his early years busking, my first exposure to Ren was through the phenomenal video for the song Hi Ren. Just a fantastic piece of art, let's be honest, depicting his struggle with illness, with self-doubt, his recent life has been nothing short of tragic, and his overcoming of it is miraculous. So he explored that fantastically in that song, and the video was phenomenal too. That led me to look up the three-parter of the tales of Screech, Jenny and Violet, isn't it? Yeah. Remarkable storytelling and great videos, beautifully shot, beautifully performed. I think the only other thing I think I've heard that's going to be on this album, just check, will be obviously the title track, Sick Boy. So that's all I've experienced of him. Oh, and of course I did also catch his duet with Chinchilla, Chalk Outlines. So I'm generally familiar with him, and I haven't done a huge amount of research into his his life and career, but I've caught enough to understand that his struggles are inspiring and his talent is obvious. How that's going to translate into a full album will be interesting. I've no doubt that majority of this album is going to be filled with the same creativity, the same imagination, all the things that I've come to expect from what I've seen of him so far. But still, over a series of 18 tracks, as with any great artist, there may be some dips, or at least some songs that aren't as good as others. Nevertheless, I admittedly do have high hopes. I doubt I'm going to be disappointed by it. But proof is in the eating. Oh, listening. So let's get to it. Ren, Sick Boy. Starting off with Welsh. Alright. Nice.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 796. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bagging me. Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, on a matter P.I. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright lights, he's your dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks, boy, pain is a gift, boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees, and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg this guy for mercy, mercy never came. Life did me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out.
Jeez, how many transitions are we gonna get?
So down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown. Let it be. Quote John Lennon. Click-clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build and praise and bury them dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous. Half is down and half a gram. Hard those troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Pain makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener. Crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat. Reruns, repeat. Time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopaths. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need, then take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
I mean, I'm not surprised, obviously, but... Shit, okay, I need a second. So, genuinely, I mean, I'm glad I've got a whole album to react to, don't get me wrong, but, you know, fuck, you could take just that one track and just go, well, this is Ren. And that's it. I mean, everything that he does encapsulated into just one song. All of the transitions, all of the different styles and modes, his lyricism, fantastic, just loaded with amazing little switches and double entendres, and his cadence, everything about it. It's just... What did it remind me of? I thought about it at the time. It's not fair to make comparisons because he is unique. Okay, he is unique. But I was immediately reminded of the things that excited me when I first listened to NF or K Tempest. Just the meticulous attention to detail in the lyrics, the way it flows, and the way it's just so clever. But it's not just clever for clever's sake, like how sometimes I feel like I immediately jump to Eminem. But you know, certain lyricists where you go, oh, that's, you know, that's smart, you know, that's a clever little line, that's a funny little switch. But it's more than that, because with him you have that, but you also have a genuine sense of emotion and a real sense of he means what he's saying, and he is saying it with such conviction, and you just believe it, which draws you in even more. If it wasn't enough that his lyrics and his production and the whole structure of it is great, what he's saying is important, and the way he's saying it is dazzling. So, not that I think any other track on here is going to be disappointing or whatever. That could be it for me. That one track encapsulates what I know of him so far and displays his brilliance. And I've got 17 more, so I better dive back in. One moment. I don't need a caffeine hit, obviously. I think this album's going to be energizing enough, but between this and this, I have an addiction. I'll be honest. Okay. Alright, okay, let's move on. Already heard this title track. Still gonna listen to it, obviously. Track 2, Sick Boy. Who else could get away with an intro like that?
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic...
Who can get away with an intro like this?
Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Like talking about complex psychological issues and having the panting and having the... I mean, it's intense, to say the least, but I've got to try and resist the urge to do any kind of miming or singing along.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is
Such
take
a
some
good
deep
song.
breaths.
The
with
way
me.
that he's
In and
able
out,
to seamlessly have this very realistic, I imagine,
and
interview
out.
going on as well as the
Good.
track
Now
itself.
tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Go on, tell us, Rem.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pick boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told.
Flowing into singing like it's nothing and still being as impactful as with the bars that he was doing before.
Can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Yeah, not much to add. Obviously, it's stuff like this and High Ren and the Tales trilogy that let me know that I was going to be in for something good. Still great to hear it again. I feel this might be a boring reaction in many ways because I'm just going to be gushing about how brilliant he is. I feel like I can't imagine there's going to be any songs that are going to be anything other than great. Worst is there might be some that don't impact me as much as others, but I can't imagine he's going to produce a bum note anywhere. So apologies if that becomes a bit tedious, but in the end you can blame him. Okay, moving on. I didn't listen to this when it came out, so I don't know what to expect on this one. Track 3, Animal Flow.
Animal flow. You're in the mind of a cannibal king, where chaos and anarchy roam, and trouble is bubbling under the skin. A certain insanity shows whenever I pick up the mic and begin. Whenever these words that I write with my pen come alive, they ignite like I pulled out the pin. Animal flow, out in the jungle, I'm ready for war. I'm beating your brains with a bat, I'm swinging it back, and it's spooky, your bike cause I'm bored. Lord of the cannibals, bro, a murderous mind that you can't ignore.
Just putting in those grunts and those sounds, it should be off-putting, but it's not, it's part of it. That shouldn't be part of a song, but it is, and it works.
Animal flow, I'm the flow CEO. I've got mountains of murderous rhymes. Mountain volcanic, I blow and cause mayhem and panic. There's nowhere to run from my mind. I'm an impassable flow, never slowing, just growing and flowing with intricate lines. Yes, I will dig in my teeth when I bite like a beast. Blood, I drink it like wine. Animal flow, out in the wilderness I will be king. Sit on my throne, I'm the Lord of the Rings. Out on my own, I'm a terrible thing. Animal skins over my shoulders like bling. They will be clothing my sins. I came to win over and over again. I'll take your life with a grin. Animal.
I'm not going to try and do it. I haven't gotten it yet, but what's that? It always reminds me of Korn's Freak on a Leash. Just sounds.
Mary had the little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. It made the blood look so much redder when I slit its throat. Watch it drip, drop, till the ground was soaked. Oh, Mary, Mary, quite contrary how the blood it flows. Horrific, explicit, I feel parasitic, acidic, I'm eating your flesh. Don't fidget, I'm livid, not mentally with it. I get kinda sick when I'm stressed. I am the I am the storm, I am the fury, I am the scorn, I am the belly, I am the beast. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I'm an animal, yes, I'm an animal, yes, sometimes the things I say are irrational, yes, sometimes the things I do are quite radical, yes, I will be waging war on the capital, yes, I will burn the houses of parliament down, cause hypocrites, they burn quite easily, wow, burn and pillage it all to the ground, your illegitimate king lost his crown. Animal flow, show no mercy under my rule, I won't be kind, I will be cruel, down on my foes in a paddling pool, yes, I'm tyrannical, bro, so never mistake, I'm man for a fool, I'll take your ignorance right back to school, and teach you a lesson for testing my cool. Animal. Animal.
Again, this is going to be such a boring video. This is going to be... I'm just going to be sat here in amazement. I'm just going to... He did a chorus that consisted entirely of just making some noises, essentially. But that... It was almost like giving you a break, like giving you a little pause between the brilliant verses with great lyrics and great delivery. And again, as I said, like the inclusion of just like guttural sounds and grunts, as it was with Sick Boy, that shouldn't be, well, not shouldn't, but it's not just something you really come across in songs in general. Just that somebody doesn't feel the need to speak, let alone sing, but that just with a or a punctuates the music and keeps the flow going, and it doesn't distract or it doesn't seem ridiculous. I mean, when I first watched High Ren, initially the voice that he used with, you know, the darker side of himself, for the briefest of moments I thought, this could be off-putting, like this feels, but then very quickly forgot about it because the performance, the lyrics and the piece itself didn't matter. That initial confusion, I guess, because I hadn't really seen anything like that before, that went away very quickly. And same here. Okay. Enough. Come on. A lot to get through. Let's go. Now, Money Game Part 3. I assume there is a Part 1 and a Part 2. I'm not familiar with it. I hope that doesn't take away from this. I think he is a multi-instrumentalist, isn't he? So that might well be him. Doesn't matter. I mean, either way, it's... the concepts of these videos and the way they're shot. I love it. He doesn't have the right to be this talented sometimes. That's...
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
How does he come up with these concepts for these videos?
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
Yep, come on.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Okay. Just like with Hyren and with the what I call the Tales trilogy, the artistry involved just the video alone, that alone, wow. But of course the message, the delivery, the song itself, also fantastic. It's a running theme, it seems like, through his music and just through himself, that he is one of those people who does prioritize human happiness, human survival above the stuff that we are actively encouraged to value. You know, price of everything, value of nothing type thing. God, that's so good. Okay, right. Gotta just keep moving or I'll just carry on saying how amazing that was. And I mean, you know, right. Next track, Lost All Faith.
Mate, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. You're a sick guy. Thanks, mate. You're sick, boy. I've got to get out of this train, mate. I'm really sorry. I'm talking to you, hey, can I get a quick picture, mate? Nah, mate, I've got to go, mate. Just a little cheeky little picture, but I've really got to go, mate. I'm sorry, mate. Alright, fine, quickly. I knew it was you. I'm a charming fella, I like drinking cans of Stella. See, I'm living for the weekend, bag kebabs and salmonella. Cinderella story rags to riches, minute full propeller. I'm Nigella Lawson, stacking mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert, alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistency in my polar polo shirt, then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient that's patiently waiting for help. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Crave disorder, praise my selfish ways. I've come too late. I've lost my faith, I've lost my faith.
Not heard that kind of thing from him before.
Hey, you've awoke a beast, I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs mummy. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed, Abi Ali. Pleased to meet you, mate, who's the G? Not me, an irregular guy. Halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my mind. Overdosed on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Zanny and I mix it with wine. Hey, pull yourself together, mate. Pull your socks up, stand up straight. Look at you, you're such a mug. God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it. Mug. Maybe you're right, maybe it's friend. Do it again and again and again. Maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant to live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like Ben, shot the iris of the land. Make believe and play pretend. God's my witness at the end. With God as my witness, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listens. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Crave disorder, praise my selfish ways.
Something about that like falsetto with the effect, I love that.
I lift up my eyes to the hill. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills.
Yeah, another great one. Love that was different from some of the others in that the effects on the vocals and you've always had previous transitions between rapping and singing. I'd like to hear more of his singing. Not that I've got anything against the rapping, I'm just saying I'd love to hear more tracks where there's at least more focus on singing, or, I don't know, more of that kind of thing where it mixes. Like I say, the production and the voice effects I really enjoyed, and as always the lyrics, the message. Reminded me of High Ren, like the duality of there's this one side of him and there's the other side, and they're always battling each other, and within that sickness of dealing with the duality in him, he's lost all faith and lost all hope of things ever getting better. So a familiar message from him, but told in a very different way than it was in Higher M. Like almost a more traditional song in a way, because you had you had verse, you had chorus, you had verse, you had that little middle 8 section. More of a traditional song, I suppose, but brilliant because it's Ren. There's never any doubt. Okay, there's got to be a bad track at some point, if only for the fact that I just don't want it to be a consistent, just constant stream of isn't this great? But if it is, I can't really help it, obviously. Keeping with the religious connotations, next track, Genesis.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now, I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark, people dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art, never was late for the art. Genesis, rain in the rain with a star. Genesis, pain in the art. Genesis, aim for the heart. Genesis. When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the back, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, that beast mode, Armageddon. Get 'em. Let me take the wheel for a second. Take a hoop, lash Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal in succession. Switch route, but I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession, making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. That I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now, I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark, people dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art, never was late for the art. Genesis, rain in the rain with a start. Genesis, pain in the art. Genesis, aim for the heart. Genesis.
I know I said before I wanted more singing, but honestly, I'm reminded with this, his cadence and it's such a joy to listen to. This is going to be such a boring reaction. I just don't have any insights to offer other than fuck, that's good. Again, the cadence. There were moments in some of those verses I was very much reminded of like NF, which is no bad thing. The play on words, the dilate and dilate, the reference to Connery with License to Kill Myself. It's just brilliant. Again, it's that thing where he's clever, you know, he's constructed these rhymes in a really meticulous way, but it's not just showing off. It's not just doing, you know, really fast-paced, you know, he's actually saying something, whilst also, to an extent, showing off. But, you know, I'm here for it. Happy to watch him and listen to him show off, because it's great. It's entertaining, whilst also being moving, and at times informative. Yeah, okay, let's go on. Murderer.
If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne, made of bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down.
This is a very different style.
If you see me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. The tack, tack, tack. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down, yeah. I was born shameless, fighting out in Brighton with the neighbours. Brother, ask your mother what my name is. I was born famous, trendsetter, hot stepper, greatest. Shocking like a finger in the anus. I was born wasted, stoned on my brain, brother faded. Writing, catching
Don't call me off guard.
Contagious. I was born courageous, naked and fucking outrageous. With a microphone, I rock stages. I jump on the rhythm of rhyming cyclone, and I pull its caliber right out the stone. King Punk, the precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone. I walk alone, sit on the author's throne, and if you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone. Condone the bone and eat it like a Toblerone, bitch. If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne, made of bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Murderer, if you see me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Tat-tat-tat. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. The bigger they come, the bigger they fall. The trigger the gun, I'm clipping them all like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I line them up against the wall. I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking kill them, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going, lad? Brands are flowing, mad trust that I'm a pro with that. Caesar sewing bad boy, I'm an addict, volcanic, a man is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit, I push the button, we panic. Breathe, I seize the land, sky and the seas. It's easy, see me freestyle freely. What man, yes I came to rock, man. Drop it like it's hot, fam. Wearing clothes from Oxfam. Goddamn, I am a blood-sucking titan. From the streets of Brighton, hit you with my right hand, sucker. If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne, made of bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Murderer, if you see me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Tat-tat-tat. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa.
Slight departure from some of the stuff I've heard before, and that felt like just a straight, effectively like a, maybe my terminology's wrong here, or it's not the best phrase to use, but gangster rap, for want of a better term. There probably is a completely better term I could be using, but it's the only one I have in my head right now. You know, very full of bravado, full of, you know, imagery that you hear when you listen to like the likes of Eminem or whatever, where you casually talking about violence and murder, but still brilliant to listen to, because the rhyming, the cadence and what have you is pleasing, and the whole production and the beats, everything about it was enjoyable. I doubt there's any genres that he could put his talents to that wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't be able to kill it, to be honest. Yeah, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. Track 8, Suicide.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time, it never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time, it never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh, falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic ass. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to look into something there because I had a vague memory of this song being literally about someone. So I had to just check that because I wasn't sure if my memory was faulty or what. But yeah, okay. So fuck. That's yeah. So as I'm sure many people are aware, it's a song about his friend Joe who took his life. I mean, before we can get to the outro, the song itself, again, beautifully constructed, well produced, but it's all about the outro, because Ren has the courage to be so open and to express genuine grief and guilt and just lay it out there. And it's a touchy subject matter, to say the least. I mean, it's a word that can get videos, banned from YouTube because it's taboo. The subject of taking, from taking one's life to self-harm. It's all stuff that I'm not going to get into it, but I've some knowledge and experience of, but it's something you can't, it feels like you can't openly discuss it, whereas Ren has been very unapologetic about how the last thing you need is silence. The last thing you need is feeling uncomfortable about tackling something so important, because it's people's lives. It's not something that should be taken lightly and treated as if it's too scary or it's too sensitive to discuss. Talking about it doesn't mean you encourage it. Talking about it doesn't mean you condone it. Talking about it it just means talking about it. It just means having the courage to let people know how you feel and the help and support you need. And that shouldn't be taboo. That shouldn't be something that's, you know, confined to the darkest corners of the internet, or to just keeping it all in your head and not feeling like you can say this shit out loud. Fuck, okay, yeah, that was, yeah, obviously a great piece. Very, very moving, very touching, very important. Yeah, let's move on, I guess. Okay, track 9, Illest of Our Time. I love the production on this album.
1, 2, 3, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung. Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens. Psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time.
Get it poppin', hot rockin'. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-gordon of upping. The strangest thing, I'm the boss. When the danger lingers, I'm plotting.
Sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like popping. The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun
God,
sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping, blocking me, not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing. 4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic. Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive.
Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist. So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist. Evangelist, spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it.
Pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space. Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate. Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey, freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchic breeding ground? The poor get poorer while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the phone, top of the kingdom I own, top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome.
Switching the flow style as well.
Like a cellular phone, I pin like Tyson, an icon, go twice in, left, right in. I'm striking like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a NASCAR.
Don't believe me, then fuck your shit.
I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well.
Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, ace, wonton bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I
want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high. Banished from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye. Travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find.
Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
See, even with what you might think of as like a traditional, is there such a thing? I don't know. Yeah, just a hip-hop track. A track where you're displaying your talents as a lyricist and having the cadence and the flow to deliver those lyrics. I mean, he switches it up like, what, 3 or 4 times there? And the lyrics, as always, are brilliant. Whether they're being serious or just a whole bunch of great little word plays, references, and what have you. And then switching up the style that many times within a song and never the vibe and the overall feel of the song staying the same. It's great. I hope there's more examples of him singing, because I like hearing his voice in that way. At the same time, if every other track was still rapping, you know, no loss there. Great.